Afternoon baseball here on the show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Miami Marlins and the Chicago Cubs. Miami have lost their last 5 games. They'll attempt to break that streak right after this. Yu Darvish, the right-hander from Japan, will get the starting assignment in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Yu Darvish is what you look at when you're looking for an ace. Big, strong guy, came over from Japan, 95 to 97 miles an hour, all the way back from Tommy John surgery, has the curveball, the changeup, and the slider, will throw any pitch at any count. One of the top pitchers in the game, and you'll know early if he's seeing a lot of swings and misses and strikeouts, it's going to be a long day for those guys swinging the bats.
Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, they've been playing better than 500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
Oh, yeah, Matty boy, it's time right here, D-Row, to start getting greedy. You win the first 2 of a 3-game set at home. It's time to get greedy and go for the sweep.
Yeah, you got to take care of business in front of your home fans without question. That's exactly what this team's doing.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3.
To me, when it's raining, the approach at the plate has to change a little bit, especially if you're a guy that can run a little bit. Put the ball in play any way possible, especially on the ground. Making plays in the rain becomes exponentially tougher to do when it's wet. So these offenses really need to limit the strikeouts.
John Birdie comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Cut fastball, and it's by him, 1-1. And there are our umpires for this one. Working the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion, but sometimes has a tendency to fall into a pattern where he's given a little bit too much on that outside corner.
Yeah, D-Row, one of the things he'll do, he'll open up that outside corner, especially with left-handed batters.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there, and that's the second out. And here's how the visiting Miami Marlins will line up in this one. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, Matt, keep an eye on that number 2 spot. You can see right there, he's hitting over 350 on the season. He's one of the great hitters in the game today. I just love watching him hit because there aren't many holes in his swing. Not many pitchers have figured out how to get him out this season.
To the plate now, Corey Dickerson. 1-0 the count. Now the pitch. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1.
Get the chainsaw out today, boys. If he's going to throw back-to-back cutters like that, we're going to have some guys getting some wood blown up in their hands.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Lifted the other way to left center. Center fielder on the run. But the left fielder calls him off and makes the catch. And that ends the inning. Miami down in order. Now the Cubbies will get their first crack. No score. Jordan Yamamoto gets the ball in game 3 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matty B, this ought to be exciting. This is one of the top young pitchers in the game right now. He keeps getting better. He keeps learning. And if he continues at this pace, this guy has a chance to be one of the more reliable pitchers in the game.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. There to take it is VR, and that's the first out. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, of course, you have to like what Anthony Rizzo brings to this offense. Looking at his stats, I was really impressed with the fact that he's hit 4 bombs in his last 10 games. Lately, he's been the guy to watch, and I think he's ready to do some more damage right now.
Here's Jason Hayward now. As he'll take a look at ball 1. These Marlins, as they take the field this afternoon, they come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide.
Yeah, I get it, Matty. The team's on a moderate losing streak right now. Can't be happy with the way they've played, but they have to find a way to relax a little bit. Everybody goes through these little stretches, these little valleys throughout the course of the long season. This team should right itself, and it needs to start today.
And that's waved at and missed for strike one. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, not normally a good plan.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike three, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. We are still scoreless. Second inning coming up, and Heidi Watney has an update for us on the weather forecast.
Well, Matt, the weather forecasts I'm hearing down here point to a fairly significant threat of rain later in the ball game. Of course, the grounds crew and umpires will work to get this one in without delay, but they also told me that they won't hesitate to halt the game to let the weather pass through if it's impacting the play on the field or, of course, putting the safety of the players at risk. For now, we'll have to wait and see how things develop.
Yeah, Heidi, thanks. Safety of the players, of course, and First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Left fielder is on the move. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
That is it. The third baseman, Brian.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
In now, Brian Anderson. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Head-to-head numbers with Yu Darvish. He's 0 for 5. And that gets the black on the outside. A good slider that time. No offer on that one.
Hasn't seen a heater yet in this at-bat.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Matt Joyce waits on deck. The 3-1 pitch. Now a swing and a deep drive to left. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A solo shot here to left. 6th home run on the season for him as the Marlins will take a 1-0 lead.
When you're facing an elite starter, you know runs are going to be at a premium. I don't know if this shakes the starter's confidence, but you know what it does? It certainly boosts the confidence of the guys in your lineup.
Here's Matt Joyce now, and he's a guy really in need of something to click at the plate right now. It's been a rough go for him. Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. There's ball 2 as the slider dips below the zone.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
Pulled toward right center field. Long run for the center fielder. He makes the running play. 2 down.
That sets the catcher, Francisco Cervelli.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the right-handed hitting Francisco Cervelli. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Swings through it for strike number 2.
Down 0-2, maybe simplify the game plan right here. Get on the heater, even though he has 5 weapons to go to.
Line drive snagged on a short hop. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Marlins are on the board first thanks to the solo home run. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's now 1-0 Miami. Here's Javier Baez.
Leading off for the Cubs, the shortstop, Javier.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Baez.
Pitch popped up. Aguilar has a play, and that's the first out of the inning.
Batting fifth.
Check out the Miami Marlins on defense. And let's take a look at the guy behind the dish, and that's Francisco Cervelli, one of the best ball framers in all our sport. A guy who's going to make his pitcher work for everything today.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras.
As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. The windup and the 0-1. And he's got to be more disciplined here. It's 0-2.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. And the slider gets him swinging, 2 gone.
That's a pretty impressive pitch from a young arm like that. If you could spot your pitches there in advantage counts like 1 and 2, you're going to have a lot of strikeouts and soft contact.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. And it's fouled away. Oh, and it looks like a visit to the video room may be in order after that hack. It's 0-2 now.
I mean, this offense has gotten some ugly swings off early. This pitcher is on point right now. He is mixing and matching, and everything's working.
After it is Dickerson. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Batting 7th, the left fielder, Kyle.
At the plate, Kyle Schwarber, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside. 2 out here and a runner at second. And he just misses inside with the fastball there. Schwarber is a big threat in a matchup like this. He's got a ton of pop against right-handed pitching.
Yeah, I think because of his approach. He's not a dead pull guy. You want to try and sneak a piece of cheese in or hang something over the heart of the plate, he's going to absolutely crush it. But anything going away from him goes right into his bat path.
3-1 to the Cubs left fielder.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
Hold hard, but it's foul down the first base side. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Hard hit ball to second. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. The tying run is in to score from second. It's 1-1. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Well, he was almost out of the inning. Did the last 2 batters showed him that you can't lose focus on the mound, even if you get 2 quick outs. Back-to-back doubles shows you just how quickly things can get away from you.
Into the box, Nico Horner, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. Batting average down in the low 210s. 7 homers and 11 RBIs. And here's one that misses to the Chicago second baseman. It's a ball and a strike. And he's behind now as he missed badly on that swing. 1-2.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
Fouled off.
Great job of running that fastball in on his hands right there with 2 strikes. Even though the batter's able to foul that one off, he's set up for almost anything in this pitcher's arsenal.
And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Schwarber at second with 2 down. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh, my goodness. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. Here comes the first pitch. There's the cut fastball, but it's low, 1-0. Swing and a liner, but foul. The 1-1 home is taken for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes, down.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Back on it is the left fielder into the bleachers and gone. A solo shot here to left. 4th home run for him on the season. As the Marlins take the lead, it's now a 2-1 ball game.
Well, in just a little more than 2 innings of work, he's given up 2 homers. Could be just one of those games for him. We'll see how much rope they give him. It's definitely getting shorter at the moment.
Into the box now, Jordan Yamamoto. He'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. A ball and a strike. A ball and 2 strikes to the Marlins pitcher. The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Standing in now, Jonathan Villar, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He was a strikeout victim to open up the ball game. Now here's a ball hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Hayward looks up, and this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 15 for him thus far, and it gives the Marlins a 3-1 lead. We've seen these guys go deep 3 times so far in this one, guys.
You know, D-Row, looks like the boys are dialing long distance from the batter's box so far.
Yeah, the pitchers aren't fooling anyone today, Dan. Let's see if this trend continues.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound.
30.
So now to the plate, John Birdie. Yes, he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
And he misses again, ball 3.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now back, left fielder, Corey Dickerson.
Now batting, Corey Dickerson. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. A ball and no strikes. Dickerson, originally from Mississippi, he was an 8th-round selection back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
1-1 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Check swing in the dirt, but he went around. Contreras goes to get it. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Marlins lead this one 3-1. And now the Cubs pitcher, Yu Darvish, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
1 ball, no strikes, the count. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball, 1-1.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Got him swinging in the dirt. Cervelli recovers, and he makes the throw to first. Darvish is retired, and there's 1 away. So 1 gone in the inning, and that'll bring up the first baseman, Anthony Rizzo. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. 3rd inning here. 3-1 our score. And he fouls this one off. So 1-1. Here's a fastball that misses. All even now, 2-2. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2. The lefty Jason Hayward waits in the on-deck circle. Pulled toward right center field. Right fielder is on the run. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
The right fielder, Jason Hayward.
So 2 are gone now in the Cubs half of the 3rd, and that'll bring up the multi-gold glover Jason Hayward. First pitch on its way. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Coming down in buckets. Cats and dogs. Insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. Cubs are down in order. They still trail it here 3-1. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
Thank you, Heidi. Striding in once again, Jesus Aguilar. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
High in the air out towards shallow right. Hayward has a read on it. 1 away.
Now batting, the 3rd baseman, Brian.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring up the outfielder Brian Anderson.
1-0.
The cutter runs outside, ball 1. 3-1 is our score here in inning number 4. Tough one to call there, but it's ruled just above the zone.
I wonder if that homer rattled him a little bit. He's certainly a little bit more cautious against him this time around.
2-1 now. Here's the pitch. Comes back with the cut fastball for strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
In there, no balls and a strike. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Grounded up the first baseline. Oh, what a stop on the slide. Hats off to that one. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins, and it's still 3-1. Here's Chris Bryant now. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. Here's the 0-1. Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes.
And you know, the heavy stuff has finally arrived. This has got to be the hardest rain we've seen all afternoon.
They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
That's a pretty good pitch right there. That fastball on the inner half of the plate. You can see that he just isn't able to get those arms extended, and pretty ugly swing right there.
And that brings up Javi Baez. As he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. He popped out in his first trip. Couldn't get his hands through there, and it's 1-1.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
And this will be taken in out there just a few steps in front of the track, and there are 2 away now.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and Wilson Contreras digs in at the plate. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Hit on the ground to third. Scooped up. Throw over to Aguilar at first will take care of him to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. And it remains a 3-1 ball game. Ready for another chance? Francisco Cervelli. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Counts 1-0.
The 1-0 home is offered at and missed for the first strike. Hit hard towards center. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
He's lucky it's only a single back up the middle and not a double in the gap or a home run. Pitches like that in a show get absolutely hammered.
Stepping in now, Miguel Rojas. No balls and 1 strike. 3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. Hit down the line at first. The throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
Well, it's really hard to complain about this one because that's one of the hardest double plays to turn. The first baseman has to deal with the runner headed to second, and he sometimes shields you from throwing where you want to make the throw. They should have made it, but that's a tough play all the way around.
The pitcher, Jordan Yamamoto, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Well, the rain's starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Yeah, Matt, right now this doesn't look too good. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the umpires come out and bring the ground crew out here. The infield around the mound and around the home plate area is really getting soaking wet. And I can't anticipate this going on very much longer.
Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice. So it's back to the top of the order now, and the switch hitter Jonathan VR will be the next to bat. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Pulled toward right center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And tack on one more, make it a 4-1 lead. Now at the plate, John Birdie. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. 4 runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. And the slider is way low, but a good job there to knock this one down. The 2-1 home.
Nope, not that.
Ripped down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead, make it 5-1. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
0-for-2 from him so far in this one. Into the corner and slicing foul. On its way, the 0-2 pitch.
That's a ball.
That misses. 1-2. 2 out here and a runner at second. Lays off. 2-2 now.
Boy, that was an awfully close pitch right there. I know if I'm on the mound, I want that pitch called a strike. That's one of those that could go either way.
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 Cub error, and a runner left. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Marlins 5 and the Cubs 1. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Thank you, Heidi. Ian Happ is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. Happ with a 2-1 count now.
Hey, after the double at his first at-bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
Hard hit ball to second. And that is through into right field for a single.
Now batting, left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
The next Cub up, Kyle Schwarber. An RBI double is what he was credited with his first time around.
And he's got to build off that last AB. He battled. Usually when you battle, you get in that swing mode. A lot of pitches, you'll swing at the rosin bag. I love the fact that he was able to work a double in last at bat. Let's see if we get more of the same right here.
No, that's
2-0 now. It's a 5-1 game here in inning number 5. 3-0 now.
Your offense goes out and gives you a 4-run cushion. You have to find a way to stop struggling, compose yourself, and get your mechanics on point. It'd be a shame to let this one slip away.
Swinging away and maybe a bit too anxious there. Still ahead in the count, 3-1. There's ball 4.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Stepping up now, Nico Horner. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. With runners in scoring position this season, Horner is below the Mendoza line. Batting average under 200, unfortunately.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With two guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. Birdie is there, and there's one away. David Bodie will grab a bat.
He's hitting for the Cubs. Number 13, David Bodie.
And too high with the cut fastball. It's 1-0 now. Here's a guy who could use a 3 for 4. He's got that batting average still down in the 190s. 8 home runs and 15 RBIs. Now the 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
1 run on 3 hits. 1 error for the Cubs to this point.
2-1. This is line to left. That's in there. Base hit. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third, so they're loaded now with only 1 away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
They had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Down the first baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Fouled away. Bases are loaded with only 1 out. Another one sent foul. The 0-2 once more. High fly ball out to deep right field. It's a grand slam.
Yeah, you've got to feel really sorry for the pitcher. He was up against the ropes, bases loaded, with the power hitter at the plate. The best thing you could do in that situation is to try to keep him from making hard contact. Well, so much for that. He obviously made a mistake, and the big slugger made him pay.
So that'll bring up Jason Hayward.
A swing and lift the ball fouled off to the left and out of play.
He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The windup and the 0-1. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
And now the Marlins bullpen will swing into action as a lefty and a right-hander start to get loose.
Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone, 1-2.
That front door slider is a devastating pitch. By the time you realize it's in the zone, it's too late, and you can't even put a good swing on it.
Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Swung on in the dirt for the third strike. Cervelli corrals it, makes the throw to first, 2 down.
Now batting.
Well, it certainly was a bang-bang play, so no surprise here that they're giving it another look, and they may decide to challenge the call on the field.
Well, I think we're going to have to wait and see what the word is from the dugout, but here's another look at it. Wow, tough to tell if he was out for certain from that angle.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for that play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
All right, we'll take one last look at it here. The question is there enough video evidence to change the call to safe? And
the decision appears to have been made, and the runner is safe, so the call is overturned. Good challenge there, and they'll maintain the right to do so again later in the game if needed.
Upon video review, the call of outs at first base has been overturned, and the batter will
Digging in next will be Chris Bryant, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. No hits to this point. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
Now the 2-0. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. On the move is Joyce. He makes the running play. 2 down. Now this is cut and thrown to first. On to first, a double play. But the damage is already done as the Cubs played 4 on this grand slam home run. Through 5 innings, all even at 5 apiece. Dan Winkler takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Now pitching for the Chicago Cubs, number 43, Dan Winkler.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Jesus Aguilar. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, digging for 2. And the Marlins have something cooking. It's a leadoff double.
Oh, this is a great way to start the inning. Now the go-ahead run is on second. A base hit away from coming across. I know it's only the 6th inning, but you'd love to claim the lead right now and let your bullpen carry the load the rest of the way.
You just sensed it was coming with the heaviness of the rain, and all the radar maps that we're seeing online lead us to believe this will be at least an hour.
Matt, this has the makings of we're going to see 2 different pitchers come out after this delay. The conditions are bad. It looks like this rain is going to be around for a while. I'd be a bit surprised if either of these pitchers come back out.
And welcome back inside the ballpark as the weather has finally cleared up. Jeremy Jeffress comes on as the new pitcher following the lengthy delay, and it looks like he's just about ready to go. Brian Anderson will be the first one to greet him here, as he'll be doing so with the runner in scoring position and still nobody out. In the dirt here, and a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. Both teams with 6 hits so far. 1-0 pitch is a splitter in there, 1-1. Two balls and a strike. And it's fouled away. The 2-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Long run for the center fielder. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. The throw is wild and it gets away.
The center fielder, number 7, Matt.
Digging in, Matt Joyce. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Runner at second here with one man out. And this one's in the dirt. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
Ready with the 1-0. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Going back is the left fielder, and they take the lead. It's gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Home run number 2 for him on the year, and they take a 7-5 lead. To the plate now, Miguel Rojas. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. But 2 in the inning for the Marlins thanks to the 2-run home run. Through 5.5, it's the Marlins 7 and the Cubs 5. Sterling Sharp enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 56.
Digging in, Javier Baez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Birdie is there to put it away for route number 1.
The catcher, number 40.
Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Marlins have some action in the bullpen now as a right-hander is up and throwing. Contreras in front, 2 balls and no strikes.
2 balls, no strikes.
Fouled off. 1 out, nobody on. Oh, and he goes down to get the fastball as this is hit well out to deep left center field, and he is going to ride this one right out of here. Home run. We've seen these squads go yards 6 times now today. This game has developed into an absolute slugfest, huh, guys?
Dan, I can only speak from my own past experiences. When the flags are blowing out, you want as many at-bats as you can, and that's exactly what's happening. This ball's jumping at you.
You know, D-Row, this is always a nightmare for a pitcher. Not only is this a good hitting ballpark, but the wind blows out on top of it. This is the last place you want to be a pitcher at.
Birdie is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
Now batting, left fielder, Kyle.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Kyle Schwarber. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. And he fouls this one off.
Hey, last 2 pitches back-to-back, off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. And now a pitch on the way.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive. Not being very aggressive right now.
Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is over. But the Cubs do get one back on the solo home run. The 9 1-2 hitters due up to start the 7th. It's now a 7-6 ball game.
Garrett Cooper is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7.
Number 26, Garrett.
Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. The average coming in, 257. 4 home runs and 16 RBIs. Takes this the other way to right. And there's a base hit, so a good job off the bench to get him started here in the 7th. Jonathan Villar will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. 1-0 pitch on the way. Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. A swing and a miss there, 2-2. Line drive to left. Schwarber is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first out.
The right fielder, number 5.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. John Birdie has got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. A ball and no strikes. On a great pitch there, caught him reaching. It's 1-1. Half swing here on the pitch inside, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the home plate umpire. Strike 2. Runner at first here, 1 man out. A knuckle curve there, and he thought he had him, but it's 2-2. Swing and a miss as he ran that 2-seamer right by him for the 2nd out.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
In now, Corey Dickerson, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And Dickerson behind 0-2 now.
2 mid-90s fastballs, and you're down 0-2. This is where you got to take a deep breath and pot commit. You're either all in on another fastball, or you're finding a way to stay back to attack something off speed. He doubled up on the heater right there. First one he blew right by him. Second one, timing was on point, and he was able to get a hit.
Next will be the Cleveland. Kyle Ryan trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away.
Kyle Ryan.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch.
1-0.
Ryan has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. Outside, 2-1. Hops this one up, but this will land untouched. 2-2. Here it is.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Grounded back up the middle. Throw on to first will be in time, and the Marlins can't cash in here, and that ends the inning. Marlins strand a pair. They'll try and hold him in the field now. It's 7-6. Adam Conley gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. So in now for Chicago, Nico Horner. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2. Softly on a line to third, and this will be no problem over at third, and there's the first out. Albert Almora will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 5, Albert Almora.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is foul. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. And oh dear, that caught him full bore on the mound as it ricochets back toward the plate. Recovery throw is not in time, and that'll go down as a painful single. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg. And that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. 1-1 the count to the Cubs first baseman. One and two now as that one's fouled off. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that'll bring up the multi-gold glover Jason Hayward. Reaches out, but he can't get it. It's 0-1. A runner on first with 2 away. Fouled away. This is on the ground over to first, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Ryan Tepera has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Brian Anderson will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. Now the 1-0. And it's fouled away. The 1-1 pitch. In there, 1-2 now.
The count is 1-2.
And he struck him out, so he's down on strikes for the 2nd time this afternoon.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a 1-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
0-1 the count. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Popped him up. Contreras waits on it, and he makes the catch for the 2nd out.
Now batting, catcher, Francisco Cervelli.
Francisco Cervelli will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. Cut fastball inside, ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. Looked like the sinker there dipped a little below the knees.
Not a great spot to be in right here, 2-0, but I'm not so sure why he's pitching this guy so cautiously. A bottom of the order guy you don't normally see getting pitched like this.
The 2-1 pitch. Now a check swing, but he does manage to hold up in time, ball 3.
I love the ability to hold up right there, especially with count leverage. I know you want to get aggressive in the strike zone, but he was able to notice that that wasn't his pitch.
So stepping in, Miguel Rojas. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. And a pitch up and in, keeping him honest, 1-1. From the belt, the pitch. Popped him up. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. So they pick up no. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Brandon Kinsler will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Isan Diaz is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. 0-1, here's the pitch. I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2. It's 1-2.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in. Make him prove he can adjust before you do.
Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. Now to the plate, Javier Baez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here comes the first pitch. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Great job by the pitcher right there to pull the string. He knew he had an aggressive hitter at the plate, somebody who was sitting on fastball and ready to do damage. And he was able to slow him down right there and get him off balance.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. 1 out, nobody on. Line drive, that's a base hit into the right center field gap. Around first, he's digging for second. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
And this might be the kind of AB that gets him out of that slump. Smart hitting here, just going with the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying to do too much. The results speak for themselves.
Runner at second, 1 away. And stepping up to hit next, the catcher Wilson Contreras.
Yeah, man, this guy flexed his muscles in that last at-bat. We heard that he has good power. That last bomb had to go well over 400 feet. He hit it a long way.
Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front.
In today's game, it's seeing so many guys strike out and not worry about it. I'd love to see a little 2-strike approach right here. Maybe shorten up a little bit and try and force feed something the other way.
A swing and a ball to left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. And the tying run comes around to score from second. It's a 7-7 game.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen. I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sinking cut. That is unbelievable he's able to get that knock in that big spot.
At the plate now, Ian Happ as he rips it on the ground to second. And that finds its way through for a base hit. And with that, the go-ahead runs up to second now with only 1 away.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard-hit single. 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
Brad Boxberger takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away. At the plate, Kyle Schwarber as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. And this is a fastball that's right on the black but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down the way or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
You know, from a hitter's perspective, you get pounded in, and then he throws a nasty changeup away. Is the mindset to tell yourself that he's going to go in and out all day long, or is he going to double up? That's the cat and mouse we're seeing right now.
Full count, 3-2. Payoff pitch on its way. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
That was a big strike out there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to, and that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
Off the plate and low here, ball one.
There are a couple points in every game that could decide winning or losing. This is one of those critical spots. Time to make some great pitches.
1-0, here it is. And that's swung on and missed on a pitch down, 1-1. Up and in on the hands. It's 2 balls and a strike. Good time to call the change as he swings and misses for strike 2. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Will this be a big out of the bullpen? Anderson will put this one away, and the side is retired. Only 1 in the inning for the Cubs. 9th inning coming up, and we are tied 7-7. Now in the box, Isan Diaz. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Isan Diaz.
He's set. Here it comes.
Ball. Count 1-0.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager has given this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitch.
Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Up next from Miami, Jonathan Villar. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball 1. 1-1 to the Marlins leadoff hitter. Bases are empty, 1 man out. This one's smoked the other way, high and deep to left. And that'll hit off the ivy out there. And he is into second base with 1 away as the go-ahead run.
The right fielder, number 5, John.
Baseball is a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
No question, he's swinging the bat very well of late. And when that's the case, you can't wait to get in the batter's box. Definitely the case of this.
And hold on there. That's not going to get him in there with the stolen base. The 1-1 pitch. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Well, this is a strikeout situation, but it's also a ground ball situation. I expect we'll see a lot of pitches down in the zone trying to prevent the hitter from getting the ball up in the air.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And that is into center field as he comes through. It's a base hit. And the run is in to score from third.
Boy, those have to feel really good, Dero. You get late.
The left fielder, number 23, Corey.
Craig Kimbrell enters the game with 1 gone in the top of inning number 9.
Now pitching for
Into the box now, Corey Dickerson. As he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Pitch inside the throw. And Contreras nabs him with a strong throw to second. One-run game here in the top of the 9th. A ball and 2 strikes.
Count 1-2.
Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. Well, if you're just joining us, that's the 7th home run hit so far in this game. Really unbelievable stuff.
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Row, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage.
Oh, there it goes. In the air to left center, and you can forget about this one. Back-to-back home runs. So a solo shot here to left center field. Home run number 9 on the year as they jump ahead by 3. That one bends into the zone. A strike on the breaking ball. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach at 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive pitches, Matt. Throw something down in the zone or just out of the zone, but something way out of the zone doesn't serve any purpose.
That's why I always said, Dan, there's no justice in this game. This guy watches 2 pitches over the heart of the plate and then gets a knock on a ball way out of the zone.
Boy, you said it. There's no justice in baseball, D-Row. It's just us. Takes 2 pitches right down the middle and then swings at one off the plate.
Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
I know he's been struggling early, but that pitch right there, well-executed changeup, if he can mix that in, maybe he hangs around for a little while longer.
3 runs already home here. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. 9-1-2 scheduled to lead off the bottom of the 9th. It's the Marlins 10 and the Cubs 7. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Ryan Stanek comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Now pitching and batting in the 6th, number 55.
Steven Souza will get up off the bench to lead.
Number 21. Steven Souza Jr.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. Now a flare out to left center. And the move to the pinch hitter will not pan out as that's taken in for the first out.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
First pitch on its way. And this one's down off the shoe tops, 1-0. Fouled off. A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo.
Good luck with that pitch. That pitch is an absolute nightmare, almost unhittable. Nasty downward action, high 80s velocity.
Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Three and 2 now. Jason Hayward waits on deck. Now the 3-2 pitch. He loses him on ball 4.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
Coming to the plate now, Jason Hayward. He was a ground out victim last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Here's the 0-1 pitch.
1-1.
Stanek, originally from the state of Missouri. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2013.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
There's a well-hit ball out to right center field. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. Rizzo rounds the corner and is headed home. He scores as they now trail by only 2. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
When you're down late, every run you score, no matter what the inning, puts a little doubt in the other team's mind. And after this triple, the lead is only 2. So a long ball, and we're all tied up, people.
So a big spot here, and stepping in, Chris Bryant. Although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. And he fouls this one off. From the belt, kicks and deals. Fouled away. 1 out and a runner on third. And it's fouled away. The 0-2 once more. Misses for ball 1. The 1-2. Hit back up the middle. And he has delivered one of the biggest at-bats of the afternoon as he cashes in with a base hit. In to score the runner from third.
Yeah, one a day keeps the doctor away, Dan, especially when it's a big one late in the game. It doesn't matter at all. You're just trying to get one knock a day, find a couple barrels. He happened to catch his late.
Boy, I tell you what, you're talking about coming at a good time, too. You're having kind of a rough night last AB. You end up being able to do something positive, not only for yourself, but also helping the team out, too.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Fastball well outside.
Hey, this isn't going to be an easy save. These guys are making it work for this one.
Runners on first with 1 down. In the air to straightaway right. Right fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson.
Stepping into the box, Wilson Contreras. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1. From the belt, the pitch. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. The Cubs are down to their final strike here. Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2.
He wasn't even close to swinging right there. That was a stone-cold take.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first. And it's a 10-9 final at the end of this one. The Miami Marlins came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Brad Boxberger claims the win out of the pen, his first. Ryan Stanek wraps it up for the save, his 11th of the campaign. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
For the Cubs, 9 runs on 13 hits. 1 error. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 18 minutes. Our paid attendance at Wrigley Field this afternoon, 41,649. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.
Happy Friday, baseball fans. Welcome to Inside the Show. In the National League Central, the Marlins broke up their 5-game losing skid as they bested the Cubbies at Wrigley Field 10-9. The Reds completed a 3-game series sweep as they sank the visiting Buccos 4-2. It was their 5th straight victory. Christian Yelich was clutch with the bat in his hands, driving in 5 runs on 3 hits, helping lead the Brewers past the Giants 7-3. He is currently among the doubles leaders in the National League. The Mets pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park 3-1. The Colorado Rockies held their opponent to just 2 hits as they got the best of the Dodgers at home 2-1. The Arizona Diamondbacks finished off a 3-game sweep as they grabbed a victory over the Padres at Petco Park 3-0. Rafael Devers had an outstanding day, driving in 5 on 3 hits, leading the Red Sox over Kansas City 9-7. They now have 5 straight wins. Jose Barrios earned the 3rd W of his season, leading the Twins to the win over the Yankees 4-2. The Rays earned the 3-game series sweep as they took down the visiting Blue Jays 6-4. It was their 7th straight victory. The Orioles launched 3 home runs as they took down the Chi Sox in front of a home crowd 6-4. In other Orioles news, left fielder Dwight Smith Jr. is currently listed as day-to-day. He's got a strained hamstring. The Mariners starting pitcher, number 18, got his 3rd win this season as the Mariners got past the Tigers 3-1. Also in Mariners news, relief pitcher Yoshihisa Hirano will be out of action for a few days according to team reports. He's dealing with a tricep strain. The Rangers sent 3 balls into the seats as they bested the visiting Nats 7-5. Chris Davinsky won his first game of the season as the Astros downed Oakland 3-2. And that's the show. Thanks for listening in. I'll be back tomorrow with more news and updates from around the majors.